Hey race fans, Doug Bowles here with you for another episode of Behind the Bricks, although this one is maybe more like Around the Dirt. We're going to give you an opportunity to see the dirt track that we built here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and started racing on in 2018. We're pretty excited about the Driven to Save BC39. It is a fun event that we really enjoy bringing those folks around short track here to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but more importantly, honoring the life and the legacy of Brian Clausen. So you can see the pagoda behind me, but just here to the side of me is this short quarter-mile dirt track that we built in 2018 that has put on some unbelievable racing here. We wanted to give you an idea of what it takes to put this track into motion so we could go racing. We're starting right here on the spotters platform, but let us take you around to show you the grandstands, the lighting, the paddock, and the dirt track surface itself. So we're in the infield of the dirt track here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, right inside Oval Turn 3. And before we built this, one of the most important things we had to do was think about what kind of surface we want. It's not just dirt, it's actually a special clay. And when we found that vein of clay that we knew was going to be great racing clay, we had to get our hands on it. The FedEx facility at the Indianapolis airport was being created, and they found a vein of this amazing clay, and we brought dozens and dozens and dozens of truckloads to make sure that that works here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And then we have to prepare it. So you see all this machinery out here. So it's graders, it's rock hounds, it's all kinds of ways to make sure that the track is ready. And we have to water the track. You're always putting water on it so it's not too dusty, but you can't put too much water on it or it gets too muddy. It is definitely a science to make sure we have the greatest race surface in the world here at the dirt track at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. In addition to that clay-like dirt that you want to have for a surface, you also want to make the track a little bit interesting for the cars and the drivers in a way that they can compete with each other and follow the track. So we have a little banking in here, and actually the way this worked out, you can run a high groove, which is a little more banked, a low groove, which is shorter around but flat, or a middle groove, which creates some unbelievable racing here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So this was designed on purpose to make the racing better for the teams, the drivers, and the fans. So when you win at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, you have to cross a yard of bricks, right? Well, that was a little bit harder on a dirt track. So working with the team at USAC and our team here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, we have a yard of bricks. It just happens to be on the wall here. The other challenge with that, all the timing and scoring has to come underneath it. So even as we're getting ready to race here in the BC39, the team's putting that together, but we have that yard of bricks right here at the dirt track. So on a normal race weekend here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, we have 235,000 permanent seats. Today, we have 240,000 permanent seats because you've got about 5,000 of those behind me. These actually are built for this event, and then they come back down. The first year we had these on the front stretch of the dirt track, and we actually call them Shaw Grandstands. So that's the name of those, the Shaw Grandstands, because they were against Shaw, which is named after Wilbur Shaw. So these come up for this race, come back down. One of these years, if you guys keep supporting us, maybe we'll need to build some permanent stands for the dirt track at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So there's always conversation at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway about lights. Well, in order to make the dirt track work, we have to have lights. And we couldn't do it without our friends at Musco Lighting. Musco Lighting has helped us every year here. They've helped us on all kinds of projects at the Speedway. These big, massive light trucks bring enough light out here to light the entire dirt track and the grandstand so you can see what's going on. We love the partnership. I love the bright lights. The first year I saw this place lit up, I was downtown for a meeting at the top floor of one of the buildings downtown, and the entire west side lights up. Thanks to Musco Lighting, you and I get to watch racing at the dirt track. So in order to have a successful short track event here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway at the dirt track, you need that clay that's special, you need the racetracks that's special, you need the fans in the grandstands, but you also need the drivers and the teams. So this area that for the Indy 500 is where a lot of people tailgate and watch the 500 becomes the paddock area. So the drivers, USAC stars, NASCAR stars, IndyCar stars, all right here with their teams ready to roll out for the Driven to Save BC39 at the dirt track at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So there you have it, fans. The Driven to Save BC39 presented by WeatherTech, behind the bricks and around the dirt. I think Brian Clausen would be pretty proud of what we've been able to do to continue his legacy, not just on the racetrack, but off it. We are proud of this place. We're proud of the way you all as fans have adopted it and come to this event. We can't wait to continue to host this event here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Join us next time on Behind the Bricks.